listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That gentleman out there is.
I'm Dave Dinius, and I'm in Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah, you moved, Dave, remember?
I moved.
You moved across country.
Yeah, I think so. I used to just spin out Reno, Nevada.
Yeah, but no. Dave, this is going to be really exciting for us, okay? Number one, because I have had this brand before in the old iteration.
Okay.
All right. But at the time we had it, we didn't have Sipping Off the Cuff. So this is almost like the first real submission to Sipping Off the Cuff. This is Tanteo, ladies and gentlemen. Tanteo Tequila. Now, for those of you who have had Tanteo before, actually, you know what? Let's just get into the taste, the flavor profile first. Then we'll give you all the particulars later on. Okay, so now I see bubbles out. Look at that, Dave. I see bubbles.
Got bubbles. Could that be because
there's a reason we see bubbles? Well, just to be safe, to be fair, it is at a higher ABV. Okay, it's 85 proof, folks.
42.5%.
Yep, and it is not your old Tanteo. I'm going to get all tongue today because
doing the Blanco this time around.
Yeah. So we're doing the Blanco is plain, higher proof. Nice legs and tears. I'm using my Stasa Jarrito for the higher proof tequilas.
I as well.
And mezcals. Nice string of pearls, man. Very pretty. I don't know if you all can see that. That is nice. Very nice. Now, what do we got on the nose here? Wow. Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah, it's different. I don't know.
Well, again, it's at a higher ABV, but what I'm getting is a lot. I'm not just getting the baked agave. I'm getting earth. It's a bit earthy.
Yeah. That's wow.
And maybe even some minerals. This has really got some great character. A lot of great nose going on,
and a lot of different. I'm speechless.
Yeah, this is really, really delicious smelling. It's very inviting. No alcohol. I can't get any alcohol out of this at all. So
if I dig my nose down, that's about it.
I'm not getting it. With these glasses, you don't really have to dig into them like you did, with the other. But yeah, let's try it. I'm anxious to see what this tastes like.
Yeah, so am I.
Wow.
Definitely get them earthy notes, some minerals.
I get a little bit of the anise on the back of my palate, just toward the end of the finish. This is exquisite. Wow.
And I'm getting some of the agave in there too, definitely.
Yeah, well, there's a lot on the nose.
Wow.
And yeah, it's for 42.5, it's much punchier than I thought it would be.
Wow.
This is really tasty, man.
Little of that black pepper.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
This is really, that's fantastic.
I'm gonna have to see if I can get it in my ABC stores.
Well, while you do that, let me explain some of the background on Tanteo. Okay. First of all, this is the new and improved Tanteo. For those of you who have had this tequila before, It was first of all founded by a gentleman who was a stockbroker at one time, and then went into as a chef. He would just completely changed his career, and somewhere along the line he started Tanteo. The original Tanteos had a Blanco with a jalapeno blend. I mean, these were infused.
Right.
This was before infusion became a thing. Okay, when everybody was just starting to infuse their own tequilas, he was doing it in the tequila itself. So it was more cocktail friendly. They had a chocolate,
Yes.
and they had a tropical.
Yeah, they had a couple.
And I can tell you,
which I think I've tried the fruity
they
one.
had, they had a,
like, okay.
well, see, okay, to be fair, I didn't like them. I thought they were awful. The chocolate one, it was really funny. I had popped it open, left it on my bar at the years that I was still living in New Mexico. I popped it on my bar and went to go get a glass. When I came back, you could smell the whole room. And I had a big house at the time. You could smell the whole room, just chocolate everywhere. But it wasn't that really inviting Mexican chocolate, you know? And the person I was living with at the time made me promise that I would never open those bottles in the house again. So needless to say, that was my experience with the original Tanteo.
Right.
We weren't very happy with it. Anyway, long story short, the gentleman who invented it passed away. And I'm not sure who picked up the brand after that, but they have completely retooled the brand. They've kept the same labeling, because that was beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice looking.
And it's sure. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go around on I'm just going to go ahead and nominate this as Brand of Promise in the labeling category.
Okay.
Very nicely done, and
yeah.
it's always been very impressive.
Now, for me personally, I've always seen the pepper infused ones, and not really knowing what to do with them, I've kind of overlooked them. So I've never really tried even the Blanco, even though I've always seen it on the shelf. I'm surprised.
Well, see, this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this Blanco, because the old version didn't have it.
This is a nice Blanco.
This is an awesome Blanco, and I got to tell you, you know that Cabeza Tequila is no longer. Cabeza was a high proof coming out of Gnome 1414,
right?
And Simon Ford, who had the brand at the time, had decided to just concentrate on gin. So that brand is gone.
That's the one with kind of like the skull on the label.
Yeah. And you know, all the bottles were the same, right? They had a gin, they had a rum, they had a tequila, and they had vodka. And they were all the same bottle, very, very bartender friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, a good high proof that was made for cocktails is gone unless you use a Tapatio or something, 110. But this is exquisite.
This is nice. I like it.
Yeah. So this is the base of the following iterations that Dave and I are going to do, and Dave calls these the butt burners.
The butt burners.
They have chipotle. We're going to do chipotle, habanero,
and jalapeno.
And jalapeno.
Yep.
And by the time we get now, here's what I'm going to tell you. The old version, yeah, Dave's nervous.
I am. Just little.
The old version, the only one I could stomach was the jalapeno, which was really sad, because I remember thinking, wow, if you could just bypass the smell of the jalapeno, and because the pepperiness doesn't really bother me so much, because of course I lived in New Mexico for so long that green chili was like my middle name.
Yeah.
But I said then, wow, I really wish I could taste the Blanco without all this stuff and see what kind of Blanco they start with. Finally, somebody listened to me. Thank you, Tanteo. I love this. By the way, this is coming out of Gnome 1551. That is a small distillery, folks.
10 brands coming out.
What's that?
About 10 brands coming out of that one.
10 brands. One of them is the new and improved Molly Nolly that comes out of there. The Smoke label, which is one that we've been trying to get here on the show. Dame Mas is another one. So some of these brands are startup brands that are just coming on the market, and there's only 10 of them coming out of this distillery. So kudos to Tanteo for retooling the brand, starting small, something that's a little bit more handcrafted, keeping the look, because there's nothing wrong with this look. This is a very attractive bottle, very attractive look, and they've taken this look and improved on it with their other flavors. So remember the name, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Brand of Promise nominee right off the bat in the high proof tequila category. This is a can't miss. Do we have a price on this, Dave?
I didn't get a chance to look it up too much before, although it does say on the website it is cooked in brick ovens. So those that like
it tastes that way.
Those that like
they gave us a nice sell sheet with just one page sell sheet with as much info as they could possibly cram in here. 85 proof, elevates cocktails that feature light citrus flavors like lime, grapefruit, or lemon. It does that, but I think it would stand up to some other expressive cocktails, or it might even be great with a mezcal as well. I think if you have any cocktails that would dovetail the both together.
On their website,
wow,
they're showing $39.99.
Okay,
you might be able to get it a few bucks cheaper. You might be able to get a few bucks cheaper at a bigger store.
Maybe so. Just be aware that chances are there's still going to be some old stock somewhere. All right, so look for the new stock. That's 1551, and you're looking at a higher ABV. Okay, because I got to tell you, this is outstanding.
This is good.
Kudos to you guys. I'm very happy with this Blanco. I'm so jazzed for so many reasons. Dave is just sipping away. He's I love that you pulled out some of the stuff that because I hadn't really looked at the sell sheet myself, but it really felt old gangster. It felt like old school tequila, and now I know why.
Yeah. Well, the sheet really has like recipes on one side, and their lineup on the other, with just a quick little blurb.
Yeah, I love this. I love that they retooled the brand. Actually, Tanteo has a long history. I'm really surprised that it has survived all the changes that it has, but it's done so quite nicely. So thankfully, these guys are back on the market. That's our take on Tanteo High Proof Blanco. I am Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That young man out there is
Dave Dinius, Newport News, Virginia.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. You can even couch surf us on your Amazon Fire Stick TV. So you don't even have to get up off the couch, man. Just hit the remote. Wherever you're watching
the remote. Just Alexa, play me.
Hey, my Alexa just turned on. Now she's talking to me. She goes, "I'm sorry, I can't help you."
Yeah.
Alexa cries social.
Oh, there you go. See? Oh my gosh! Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and hit the notification bell so that way you're notified every single time we upload a video. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.